Good morning, student and my dear friends. Today in that class we will study electric field chapter. As you see on that board, I have already mentioned all the topics that is totally related with our electric field chapter. Here, first topic is electric field. We will study first electric field here. Since we know in our nature there are each body is made up of matter, so if let us consider this is a body A made up of matter, and we already know a neutral body can be made charge by three different methods. So let it is charge. Since it is charge body, then it may be have plus 2 charge or it may be have minus 2 charge. So it is clear that actually charge body is basically a material body. If we consider a region around that body in which its electric force can be experienced, then such region or space around a material body is called electric field. This is the definition of electric field. So it is clear that electric field generally present around a space or region of a material body in which electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion can be experienced. This is electric field. Now, second, electric field is of two types. Electric field is of two types. First type is uniform electric field. The second type is non-uniform electric field. What do you mean by uniform electric field? Uniform electric field is generally are equidistant parallel lines. While non-uniform electric field lines are not equidistant parallel lines. They may be closer at some places and may be far away at some places. So it is clear that in uniform electric field, in that region the electric field intensity have same magnitude while in case of non-uniform electric field its magnitude may be vary. What to important term is that what is electric field intensity, that we'll study later. First of all, we have to understand what is uniform electric field, what is non-uniform electric field, what type of fields represent uniform field, what type of field will represent non-uniform electric field. So it is clear that uniform electric field are equidistant parallel lines, and at every point inside that field electric field intensity have same magnitude. While in case of non-uniform electric field, these lines are not equidistant and parallel lines, and inside that field electric field intensity magnitude may be vary, means it may be large at some places or it may be small at some places. That was the type of field. Next, source and test charge. Suppose this is a positive charge, and we know that it will produce some electric field area around that common self. That region in which its electrostatic force of attraction can be experienced, and that field is considered is that charge whose field is considered is called a source charge. So it is clear that source charge always that charge whose electric field play very important role to do some phenomena related with electric field, that we will study all the phenomena related totally based on a particular source charge. That will I show you in each expression or in each topic where is source charge present and where is test charge present. Okay, that was the source charge definition. So you can write source charge are those charges whose electric field we considered, is called source charge, while test charge is that charge on that charge this electric field exert a force. Suppose this test charge comes here and it exert a force in that direction. That force basically experienced by that charge. So that charge is called test charge. So always keep in mind, test charge generally experience force whenever that charge enter inside any electric field of the given particular source charge. So that was test charge. One more thing that is important, source charge field we consider, at the same time we know that test charge will also produce electric field, but we don't consider its electric field in compared to this one, because this charge produce a large amount of electric field in comparison to this charge. That's why its electric field is playing important role here, not its electric field. That is very important point that keep in mind whenever you draw or whenever you write any expression or understand any topic regarding these electric fields. Now next, this is source charge and this is test charge. So you can write the definition of test charge. Test charge basically a charge which decide whether the electric field is present or not in any area where that test charge enter. That our test charge. Next term is electric field intensity. Electric field intensity is a very important term on which all articles are totally based. So first of all we have to understand what is electric field intensity here. Suppose this is our source charge and it produces field around it, and a test charge come from infinity point and enter in an area. Then this source charge exert a force outside. That force experienced by that test charge. This force experienced by that charge. So force experienced per unit test charge is known as electric field intensity. Now you can define electric field intensity. How can you define it? To understand electric field intensity, let us, if Q naught is equal to 1 coulomb means unit charge, because charge unit is coulomb, so Q naught is 1 coulomb means unit charge. Then E is equal to F. So what is the meaning that electric field intensity at a point in an electric field is equal to that force experienced by unit charge at that point. We find the point, let it A. So we can say that electric field in that figure at point A is that amount of force experienced by unit charge at that point in an electric field. This is the definition of electric field intensity. I hope you very well understand. Next, what about its dimension And what about its unit? So since we know Newton unit is force, SI unit is Newton and charge is Coulomb. So Newton per Coulomb is the SI unit of electric field intensity. Or you may write another, because force we know that F barabar ma. That means F barabar ma means mass kg, and that is meter per second and meter per coulomb. This is also a another unit of electric field intensity in expanded form, but basically this is the main unit by which it can be understood by anyone, Newton per coulomb. Okay, now we will find dimension. Actually the dimension of force we already know, m L T minus 2. And what about charge? Actually I have a formula I q by t. So from here q is equal to it, and because I has dimension a and t has t, so dimension of q 80. If we solve it, m L t minus 3 and t minus 1, this is the dimension of the electric field intensity. I hope you very well understand. Now continue. One more thing, actually that charge experience a force. That force, what is the magnitude of that force? As by definition E is equal to F upon Q naught. So here the total, the force experienced by that charge at point A inside that electric field of that source charge plus Q will be Q naught E. This is the net force which experienced by that test charge at point A under the presence of electric field. This is the force. This force is very important, and most of the time in physics we will use that force. So keep that force always in mind. Keep what force experienced by test charge whenever the test charge enter in any electric field. The force always given by Q naught E. Okay, next. Before continue ahead, one main thing that left behind, electric field of different types of charges. Actually we have plus Q charge, we have minus Q charge, two positive charges fields, and there is a dipole. So let us check what type of electric field they have. Electric field lines. Basically I am drawing here electric field lines, and electric field lines shows the area of electric field. So if we want to check out where is electric field present or not, then you have to must draw electric line of force. So first of all we have to check out what is electric line of force. Electric line of force basically are imaginary curved lines. These are called imaginary curved lines whose diagrammatically picture, imaginary lines whose diagrammatically picture decides the area of electric field. Decides the area of electric field. We can write like that. These are imaginary curved lines whose diagrammatically picture decides the area of electric field. One more thing, if we draw a tangent to any point, tangent to it any point, it gives the direction. It gives the direction of electric field intensity. This is the definition of electric line of force. Now let's check it. Suppose this electric line of force, suppose that if I draw at that point a tangent, then it will give the direction of electric field. If I draw tangent here, then it will give the direction of electric field. If I draw tangent here, then it will give the direction of electric field. If I draw tangent here, it will give the direction of electric field. In this manner, electric field direction changes, but its magnitude never be changed in uniform electric field. That I have already told you. But in case of non-uniform electric fields, magnitude may be varied place to place. Okay. Now, the property of electric line of force. This was the definition of electric line of force, and now we will study property and then draw the figures for different type of charges. Property are so simple to understand. First property, electric field lines are imaginary curved lines. Imaginary curved lines. Number 2. Second, their diagrammatically picture decides area. Their picture decides area of electric field. Third, electric line of force originate from positive charge. It originate from positive charge and terminate on नेगेटिव चार्ज. मीन्स पॉजिटिव चार्ज से निकलेंगी और नेगेटिव चार्ज पे फिनिश हो जाएंगी. फोर्थ, टू लाइन ऑफ फोर्स नेवर बी कट टू ईच अदर. टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस never be cut to each other. Why? Because if they cut, suppose if they cut like that, then at that point two tangents, which is not practically possible in our mathematics, so we can say that two electric field lines never be cut to each other. Next, fifth, closer the electric field lines, closer the electric field lines shows stronger field area of electric field, while far away picture shows weaker field area. Weaker field area. Which field? Electric field. Next, if we draw tangent, if we draw a tangent to at any point, it gives direction electric field intensity. It gives the direction of E vector, means electric field intensity at that point. These are the total 6. Now next 7. If we draw two positive charges, means similar charge electric field line, then they exert lateral pressure. In case of similar charges, they exert a lateral pressure over to each other. We will check in that figure when we draw electric field. In case of unlike charges, they contract is sequential. They contract longitudinally along their length. These are the all property regarding electric field lines. Now we will draw electric line of force for different charges. First charge, electric lines are normally radially outward. You have to draw that figure like that. The arrow are going outward because this is positive charge, and positive charge had tendency to produce electric field lines away from it. While in case of negative charge, electric field lines perpendicularly enter this. This is the negative charge electric field line, radially inward. These are radially outward. Why it is radially outward or inward? Because they are mutually perpendicular to each surface point of the material body through which electric line of force originate and into which terminate. While in case of similar charges, this positive charge electric field line and this positive charge electric field line, like this one, these are perpendiculars, but at that time they exert repulsion on that, so its electric field lines will be moved like that. In this way. While here in that it's also done like that, because they exerting force on that side and they exerting on that side. That's why they will create some empty space between the similar charges. While in case of positive and negative charges, that is unlike charges, here is positive charge, here is negative charge. We know that positive charge and negative charge, its electric field lines will be start from here and terminate on there. In similar there, this is second electric field lines. This is next. Listen one thing. Electric field line always originate from the material body perpendicularly and terminate over the material body perpendicularly. And in this way, these electric fields like this is positive charge, sorry, it will go outside like that. While in case of negative charges, it will be come inside in this way. This is and from here positive and to positive. You can make it in that manner. Here plus q and minus q, then nothing will be changed. Figure will be like that. In similar this one. This was now electric field line due to positive charge. Suppose this is a plate and it has some positive charge. Then its electric field line goes in that direction. Radially outwards. This is equidistance parallel lines. You are seeing. Okay. This is due to a straight line positive charge body produce electric field like that. But in case of unlike charges, shape like this one, actually this shape is called electric dipole that we will study here right now. This is in case of similar charges. This is radially outward, this is radially inward. readily because these are perpendicular to each point on the material body surface. That's why. And they have symmetry same, means all sides radius are same. If we draw here this one like that, then all radius from all sides are same for that spherical body. That's why they are symmetrical in shape and have equal amount of electric field intensity magnitude in any point inside incomplete area. In similar manner, this was electric field lines and the property, and electric field line for different type of charges, electric dipole in case of straight line, etc. All these. Now we will study electric dipole. Now next is electric intensity. We have already studied electric dipole. Basically, electric dipole, there is a minus q charge and there is a plus q charge, and that a pair of opposite charge have a distance between them that is 2a. Such system is called electric dipole. So in short, we can say that a pair of opposite charge separated by a small distance is called electric dipole. A pair of opposite charge separated by small distance is called electric dipole. Next, in electric dipole, main thing is that net charge 0. In electric dipole, net charge, net force, I am not telling net force 0, net charge 0, because this is plus q charge, this is minus q charge. If we add for entire dipole, net charge is 0. That always keep in mind. Now, next one is electric dipole moment. What is electric dipole moment? This is the definition of electric dipole, and this is the figure. And what about electric dipole moment? Dipole moment basically a product of q into distance between the charges. Means electric dipole moment is a vector quantity whose magnitude is basically the product of charge to distance between them. Product of charge to distance between them. Since it is a vector quantity, its magnitude given by q into 2a, and its direction always lies from negative to positive charge. Means in that direction dipole moment exists. This is electric dipole. Dipole moment. Dipole moment is a vector quantity having direction and its magnitude q into 2a. And one more thing, what about units? Its unit is charge coulomb meter. Coulomb meter is the SI unit of dipole moment. And direction minus to plus charge and magnitude q into 2a, and it is a vector quantity. Okay. Now there is one important dipole that is called ideal dipole. Ideal dipole. What is ideal dipole? Ideal dipole, any electric dipole may be ideal dipole if charge gets maximum but distance, that is 2a, tends to 0. Means in any electric dipole, if charge gets maximum but distance between the charge is very negligible, means 0, then such type of dipole is called ideal dipole. So if we want to make an ideal dipole, then we have to make two change. First, charge on the dipole end should be maximum and distance between the charges should be very small. Then Such type of special dipole is called ideal dipole. I hope you very well understand what is ideal dipole and what is dipole moment, what is electric dipole, and what about the direction, what about units, and what is the formula, etc. All these. Now we will do some derivations on the basis of electric dipole. Now first is electric field intensity due to an electric dipole. हम लेंगे इलेक्ट्रिक डाइपोल और उसको इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी निकालेंगे एट एक्सियल पॉइंट। तो हम लोग यहाँ शुरू करते हैं, एक साथ दो फिगर में दोनों डेरिवेशन हो जाएंगे आप लोगों की। तो सबसे पहले हम समझते हैं एक्सियल पॉइंट पे कैसे हो। ये आपका दिस इज माइनस क्यू चार्ज, दिस इज प्लस क्यू चार्ज, दिस इज पॉइंट ए, दिस इज पॉइंट बी। Since we know it is distance 2a between them, if we take a point P on its axis at a distance b from its center, then at point P we place a charge q naught here. We place a charge q naught here. Then we know that this plus q charge exerting outward force while this negative charge attract toward itself, that is force, this force F1, this force F2. Since we know that this force experienced by test charge, so it is basically called electric field intensity. So you may just write electric field intensity E1 and you may just write electric field intensity E2 with vector signs, because we have already saw about the direction. Here direction, this is point P and this is B. It will be B to P. Its direction B to P, B से P की तरफ, और its direction P से A की तरफ. तो its direction P to A, P to A, P to A means that direction. Now what about their magnitude? For finding magnitude, first of all, make some changes here. Actually, this is the distance D and this is the short distance A. This to this A and this is also in that figure. This is D or this is A. Then how much left behind here? B minus A. And what about here? This to this point, D plus A. This is the distance. Now first find electric field intensity. Now we know that electric field intensity given by F upon Q naught, means Q naught will be cancelled out. You have to just take it F upon Q naught. I am going to draw what is the formula here. Force is Coulomb's law, that will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught upon distance, Coulomb's law distance square. What is the distance? P minus A square, and divided by Q naught and cancel out. The formula will be, that is called K. We already know that Q upon D minus E ka square. This is the formula of electric field intensity in that direction. This is the magnitude and direction towards B to P. In similar manner, you can find it too. It will be come out in similar manner. Q naught to Q naught cancel out, but at that time the answer will be K minus Q, because there is minus Q charge, and divided by B plus A ka square. This is the electric field intensity due to minus Q charge at point P. Now you have to just add it, because both charge add, then electric dipole will create here. So net electric field will be adding to the, first of all check it whose magnitude is small, this, because this is R very small, this is R large, its R is very small, its value is high. So E1 plus E2. Now E1 magnitude KQ minus taking outside means KQ taking outside, and this one 1 upon D minus A ka square and minus D plus A ka square. Now you have to take LCM. KQ LCM A minus B, A plus B, A square minus B square. D square minus A square complete square, cut it by this, then it will be D square, D plus A का square minus is, if we divide this by this, then answer will be this, D minus A का square. Now you have to expand it, putting the formula A plus B का square, B square, A square, 2AD and माइनस का डी स्क्वायर माइनस का ए स्क्वायर माइनस 2AD और माइनस प्लस 2AD डिवाइडेड बाय डी स्क्वायर माइनस ए स्क्वायर होल स्क्वायर. नाउ कट डी स्क्वायर कट गया तो के क्यूब इंटू 4AD डिवाइडेड बाय डी स्क्वायर माइनस ए का स्क्वायर. नाउ वी नो दैट q इंटू 2a p, सो k q इंटू 2a q इंटू 2a into q into 2a into 2d divided by d square minus a square का square. Now q into 2a p, so electric field intensity will be kp and that is 2d, means 2d divided by d square minus a square का square. Let us take a case. If d square greater than a square, if d square greater than a square, then a square will be neglected. So in that formula modify kp 2d d square q per square means d की power 4, that is kp 2d upon d की 4, cut it, answer will be kp 2kp upon d की 3, that is electric field intensity magnitude at axial point due to an electric dipole. I hope you very well understand how the derivation is performed here. Now in next we will find the expression for equatorial point. First we write that answer here. This is our P axial. That's come out 2 kp divided by d3. For equatorial, this is our minus q charge. This is our plus q charge. Equatorial, a point lying on the axis that is perpendicular to axis of that dipole. So we draw a axis perpendicular to dipole and place a point P at which q naught charge is here, that is called Q charge, and that is distance a, and this distance is also a. Now join these two lines on which force act. This is positive charge and this is test charge. It will exert a force in outward direction on test charge. Let this force is F1. Since this force experienced by that charge, so it will be intensity, so E1 force, E1 vector. And at the same time, this in downward direction, because it is negative charge, it will attract that test charge to itself, towards itself, that is E2. Now what is the distance? This is A, and at a distance r, we consider a point P on the axis that is perpendicular to principal axis. So that distance can be find out with the help of Pythagoras. It will be r square plus a square. In similar manner, that distance will become out r square plus a square. Now electric field intensity value will be here. First make angles. Let this angle is theta and this is also theta. So by exterior angle theorem, that angle will be 2 theta. That angle will be 2 theta. And if we draw a perpendicular, make parallelogram complete, and that diagonal give the resultant of these two adjacent side of parallelogram, then its electric field will be given by, we know that by which formula, E1 square E2 square 2 E1 E2 cos theta is 2 theta here. This formula we will use here. Okay, first we find out E1 E2. E1 we know that KQ upon R square. This is the main formula. We can check it. E is equal to F upon Q naught. But force by Coulomb's law, what is KQ? Q naught upon R square divided by Q naught. Cancel out. Then what is the formula of single charge? This one. This is the formula of due to single point charge. That is KQ by R square. That we will apply that formula here. KQ and what is the R here? This. But this is square now. So we will take square here. Then it will be cancel out. Then answer is KQ upon R square plus A square. What about direction? Direction will be from here. Suppose this is point A, this is B, then will be B to P along BP. While E2 K minus Q and this is square taking on that square, it will be same like this one. So answer will be R square A square square root plus square cancel out minus KQ R square plus A square. Now what about direction of that? Toward P to A along P to A. P से A की तरफ. This is the magnitude and this is the directions in that figure. Now we will use these value here. So since in both these have same magnitude, but I just have minus sign in between these. So we take it x. Suppose let E1 and E2 magnitude is same. So let it x. So in that formula E will be x square. This is x square. This is xx 2x square and cos 2 theta. Now it will be 2x square cos 2 theta. You can take it 2x square common, 1 plus cos 2 theta, but 1 plus cos 2 theta, we know that 2 cos square theta. Listen, 1 plus cos 2 theta is called 2 cos square theta. Now 2 to 4, root 4x square cos square theta. Now taking common outside the root, it will be E 4 square root by 2 x square का square root के बाद x और cos theta. Since 2 is x, what is the value of x? X value same. This k को ये भी लिख सकते हो, but it is minus, so we you have to just take magnitude k to this. So KQ R square plus A square. And what about cos theta in that figure? Cos theta base by hypotenuse A by this. Now what is Q into 2A P KP, and this is power 1, this is half R square plus A square, 1 into half, 1 3 by 2, so R square plus A square की power 3 by 2. If we consider case here, important case, if R square greater than A square, then A square will be neglected here, so answer will be KP R square greater A square will be neglected, so A will be neglected, then square to square cancel out, R की 3 will come out, R की 3 will come out. This is the electric field intensity due to equatorial point. Now what about direction here? Here net electric field in that direction, but dipole moment in that direction, minus 2 plus 2. So it is clear that electric field has direction opposite to dipole moment. Dipole moment के opposite direction रखेगा in case of equatorial, but axial में हमारी किधर रखेगा? In the same direction of dipole moment. You can check in that figure if you solve. Now that was the about. What about direction? Now for finding, this was your electric field, magnitude and direction opposite to dipole movement. Now we will write third, that is short dipole. For short dipole, one main thing that is important here, we have find here electric axial equatorial how much, kp upon r3. If we multiply by 2 and divide by 2, then it will be 1 upon 2 kp upon r3. But that value is due to, listen, in that figure we taking r perpendicular, but in case of previous derivation we taking d. It doesn't matter, you can take d also here, so answer will be t3. So this is the distance now, that's why you can take it half, and this is e axial, that about e axial, and this is your e equatorial. So from here, what is the ratio of e equatorial but e axial? That's come out half. This is the relationship between equatorial to axial electric field line, that will be 1 upon 2, or maybe 2 times of equatorial is equal to e axial. Now we will do due to short dipole. Due to short dipole, it is, I think it is enough, and the video will be so long and it will take much time. So I will solve rest of the derivation in next class. Till then, you just try to understand all these topics and derive these two expressions that I have already explained here up to equatorial point. In next class, we will study electric field intensity due to an electric dipole due to short dipole, torque experienced by an electric dipole in uniform electric field, and last one, potential energy of electric dipole in uniform electric field. I hope up to all the topics that I have studied here in that class, you very well understand and able to give the answer regarding these topics. We will meet you very soon in next class. Till then, take care and try hard work on your physics subject. Please, it's my humble request. And one more thing that I want to tell you, please try to see the video very carefully and gain much and much knowledge, so that I feel so proud that my videos are so beneficial for all youngsters all over the India, or those students which are so close me and they know me very well. Thank you so much. We will meet you in next class. Take care. Bye.